This is There Goes My Money.
All right, welcome to another episode of There Goes My Money, episode number 32. And this is recorded on November 12th. It's a Sunday. This week I have with me the executive producer, Jason Kirk.
You know it.
We have Eric Crownover.
There you go.
Crownover. It shouldn't be that hard to remember. I mean,
No, it shouldn't.
Crownover is actually...
Everyone else remembers it.
Yeah.
Remember, when in doubt, it's Eric Crowbar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You can't
We
mess that
have-
up.
Melvar, a.k.a. Matt.
Hey.
And Chris, a.k.a. XV.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good. Great.
So you're sure it's 32 this time and not like 33 or 75?
It may be, I was thinking 69, but
Of course you were.
that's
Nice.
the number that always pops in my head. So,
Learning all kinds of things about diecast tonight.
Oh, like you didn't know.
Yeah, I was about to say that was really predictable. So
Yeah. Well, it's diecast.
speaking about things that we didn't expect, the price of Masterpiece MP-41 Dinobot. Wow.
Yeah.
Glad I don't care about Beast Wars.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's not where my money's going this week.
There you go.
I mean,
Looks like it might be worth it though. I don't
the
want
stock
Okay, it
photos.
It does. I will concede that it looks really amazing. It looks cool. I'm impressed by the engineering. I do not think it's a toy I would enjoy owning, though.
I am not impressed by the look of the dinosaur mode.
No.
It wasn't too flattering on the show to begin with, but
I mean, the
Well, they
dinosaur,
captured that.
the dinosaur mode head sculpt is really good. I like that. But boy, that is a panelly robot. Holy cow. Ooh.
No, I'm impressed what they
they
managed
nailed the
to
robot.
Yeah, they did, and I'm sure that was their starting point.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed they managed to work from there and go backwards and actually make a Raptor mode that looks as good as it does.
And they've basically done this by just turning it inside out, right?
Pretty much. That's the
That's
way
how
it
it
looks
appears.
like.
There's still a few parts of it I can't pin down exactly how or where the stuff goes, like where the robot head exists in the beast mode, because most of the internal volume looks like it's taken up by the robot legs. So I'm not sure where they actually can fit the head in there, where it wouldn't be visible from one of the angles we're seeing. Things like that mostly. Like the Raptor parts, the Raptor head and arms, I'm pretty sure are just stuffed up into the body cavity as you do. But I don't know where they're finding space for some of the other stuff. I also don't know how the legs get from the position they're in the beast mode to where they are in the robot mode. Because if you look at one of those stock photos, the robot mode fake Raptor chest, Raptor head chest, is the belly of the dinosaur mode.
Yeah.
But from the orientation that's in, the legs are completely facing the opposite direction, and the way everything looks like it twists and turns, I don't know how they get the legs pointed the other way out of there. So
Magic.
the thing I'm most looking forward to this is not owning it. I want to see a video of someone transforming it to understand how they engineered it.
I think that's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to owning it, is just to see or feel the transformation in my hands. What this reminds me of is the Unique Toys Per Kill or Peru Kill, which is
The lockdown.
their lockdown, because a lot of the panels, instead of just being a straight door panel, and on the back of the door panel it's the side of the panel, you actually have like body part panels. So that panel is serving two functions, which I think is neat, because we don't get a lot of that.
Yeah, it's interesting because this reminds me of so Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Predaking, the Voyager one, came out at about the same time as Fans Project Quadruple U, and they both used a really similar trick in turning the robot legs into the back end of the beast mode, and like the way they were developed, it had to be just coincidental development that they both stumbled on the same trick at the same time. It kind of feels like a similar thing going on here.
Yeah.
Now, we should mention, because we're showing pictures from the stock photos from the article that XV put on T's Forearms earlier today, as far as, because we usually have them mounted on the screen too, we're looking anywhere from like, seeing as low as maybe around 230 all the way up to like 245, 250 we've seen.
250, yeah.
So,
So
not
the price we saw in the original the initial release information a week or two ago that was saying 28,000 yen was correct. The speculation since then that was a price for a case of 4 or whatever has not proven out. That was also the pre-tax price. So if you're looking somewhere like Amazon Japan, where they have to assess the Japanese sales tax to you, that's pushing it over 30,000 yen a little bit, which equals out to about $265 at the exchange rate as of when we're recording.
Cool.
So some other importers will have discounts off the list price available. So this is definitely a case to do your research, your comparison shopping, and find what's going to be the best deal for you ultimately.
And the other interesting thing about this is it actually comes with bases, 2 bases, and a stand, but the bases have pieces all around them where it looks like you could connect more bases to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are speculating that we may start getting bases with our Masterpiece figures. I mean, they did try this once before with tracks, but it was a single standalone base and not like a, would you call this like a mechanical base?
A chain base.
Chain.
The mechanical part of mechanical chain base is just the, it looks like a hangar or a mechanic shop kind of thing. But chain base would be the general descriptor of ones you can link together.
Yeah. And the price point does make a little bit more sense when you look at the photo that you have on tformers.com with the Optimus Primal and Cheetor, because he's big in robot mode.
The estimate based on Primal's height is that Dinobot's probably around Inferno size to maybe a little under Soundwave, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's not as big as the biggest Masterpiece necessarily, but between the complexity of the transformation that we're interpreting from this, probably it has some of that hydrographics printing on it too, which is a more expensive process because it's not something they typically work with. The price makes a lot of sense when you break it down to its elements, but I really can't begrudge anybody who does not want to pay that price for this.
The Velociraptor mode is probably pretty closely 1-to-1 scaled. So,
well played. Yeah, I mean, in robot mode, they did it looks fantastic in robot mode. I mean, they did what they could do with a Dino mode, unless they wanted to tack another $100 or $200 onto it. But
I'm going to put one caveat on this, which is that they pointedly do not show the back of the robot mode.
Oh.
And the way I think those Raptor panels are working, I think the very back is going to be a little bit more of a mess than any of the rest of it looks, because that's where everything should be coming together.
Yeah, and we can't discount the fact that, photos of, any Hasbro / Takara photos lately just haven't looked great. So this thing could look way better in hand with the panels. I don't know what process they do, but they just, usually the alt modes of these, or not the alt modes, but the photos always look worse than what it does in hand. I don't know what they do, but Hasbro, Takara, hire Chris. He can take good pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe they just get your hopes down so you're less disappointed later.
No, I can't.
Oh,
It's hard to do that, but okay.
But if you want some Transformers that are a little bit more,
Yes.
if you want some Transformers that are a little bit more affordable, we do have Power of the Primes Wave 1, all sizes, courtesy of CapturedPrey.com. And if you take a look on their page, they have all of Wave 1 Deluxes, Voyagers, and Legends, and what are we calling the other ones? Prime Masters.
Yeah.
And the leaders are on there too.
Yeah. Now,
So-
surely no one in this group call right now could like hold one up real quick or anything. That couldn't possibly happen, right?
No. I mean, it's not like anyone has gotten any of those figures.
I didn't
lately or
think
But
so.
they're pre-orders. How did
Can we
you
hang
get
up on
them?
him?
I don't know. Like,
No, that
how-
would screw up the call too
how-
much.
How would I have these? I don't
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
so yeah, now we'll just go back to these pictures of things that no one could possibly have seen yet.
No way.
Because the pre-orders just went up.
Yeah. So the nice thing is that we're looking at about $16 for deluxes, which isn't bad. That's good. And, the regular I guess the leaders are $49, but that's still not terrible. $10
So
Yeah,
leaders-
we knew going in the leaders and voyagers would start out at a higher price point, and
Yeah.
then the deluxe price point increase is going to come a little bit later in the line. They the first one's always free,
Right.
so to speak.
Right.
Get
Yeah.
you hooked.
They don't want to turn you off at the beginning of the line.
Exactly. And it's
And
much
plus-
easier to absorb a $5 increase on the higher price points than it is to initially absorb one on the deluxe price point.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're getting more, I'd say, with the leaders and the voyagers, because the voyagers come with both feet and an Enigma combination. The leaders have the whole gimmick where it's a deluxe inside the leader, and they have the matrix. So, I mean, I think you're getting more there versus the deluxes. You're not getting a ton more than you were with like a Combiner Wars deluxe necessarily in
Although
terms of
you were saying
plastic.
in pre-show, you thought the quality control was a little bit better on these than some of the recent figures.
Much better than Wave 1 of Titan's Return was. Like, since, this is, so like, that Wave 1 of Titan's Return started out really rough. These are all really great. I don't have anything that's, I think, is really too bad in terms of quality.
If that holds up across the board and ends up being a consistent thing, like I would absolutely hold that against a price increase. I'll pay a little bit more for consistent, better quality control on this. Just like I'll pay a little bit more for more plastic mass for, the more complex hand parts or whatever, Show me the increase in quality basically, and I'm not going to fight against the price increase as much.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I want all these.
Well,
Me too.
I've got to say the deluxe is coming to me, thanks to Paladin, but I'm gonna take my time with the rest of it. I don't need to. There's some of the stuff I don't really want at all, like Optimus Prime, because the last thing I need is a Sunbow Orion packs. I've never really cared for that
That's
design.
one of the things I need the most.
That's funny.
Well, see,
I don't
you
like
can-
the Orion
you
packs
can
either,
have
but I love the
mine.
toy.
yeah, I can
I
safely
love the Orion packs. I love the Optimus Prime. I don't like the trailer.
I love the Optimus Prime. I don't love the Orion Pax face because I don't love the original.
I've said it before. Like, I don't think it looks like a good truck. It doesn't look like a good trailer, like at all. The vehicle mode is not impressive, but I'm buying it because it looks like it's a fun toy. So
That's fair. I mean, and I want Rodimus Prime, but we remember from the leak months ago now, that's going to reship in Wave 3, so I don't feel like I need to be in a hurry
hold
for
off
that.
on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And we saw recently Starscream's got hell of stickers in jet mode, and I'm maybe waiting to see either what Takara is going to do with maybe a Starscream of their own, or I'll hold out for Elita 1. Like, I want the mold in some capacity. I just want to see what the other options are
Mm-hmm.
without stickers.
Agreed.
Yeah, and this is a case where I have pre-ordered pretty much the majority of these. Although I might switch Rodimus for Optimus now because I had forgotten about the Wave 3 thing. So
yeah.
we'll see about that. And yeah, no more of these stickers, please, for God's sakes.
Well, I mean, just stickers are okay in moderated use. They
Yeah.
have their time and place. It's just largely not with the rest of us.
Right.
I'm not saying the stickers need their own schools, but
Oh, jeez. Wow. And I thought 69 was the worst thing we're going to hear tonight.
Nope.
I aim to impress.
You did it.
Now, this is something I know Matt's going to instantly pre-order. It is Alien Attack A-01CC LCID. Is it? Am I saying
Alcid?
Alcid? Alcid? It is a movie. Bayverse movie. Optimus Prime.
They did the forearms wrong. It really bothers me.
Something about the legs looks wrong too.
Yeah.
No, I mean like they didn't model the forearms off of the. There's no reason to do the transformation. He has knight armor forearms, and they totally did it wrong. If you want to go off, because I'm aware of this, the movie Age of Extinction, his forearms change once he gets the sword. Like he gets armor forearms. The way they have them make it look like how he looked before he got the sword when he had the gun, but he doesn't come with a gun, which annoys me because why would you do the forearms where he has the entire movie before he's a knight, and then he gets the knight forearms, but they don't. I don't know. It really bothers me.
Unexpected passion for minor details in unofficial Optimus Prime movie toy.
Indeed.
I think it looks okay. I think it looks good, and the legs actually look a little bit better than the Unique Toys offering, where those legs are a little bit more bulky. I'm interested to see how this comes out, and he's looks to be about MP-10 sized.
Yeah.
From the pictures next to the Bumblebee masterpiece.
Yeah, it's definitely large masterpiece scale, which explains why it has a different numbering system than their Furor that Alien Attack's also doing, which I don't think is meant to really fold in with your masterpieces.
Even though it can, because he doesn't appear to next to anyone pretty much in the movie, so.
Well, and it's not like the masterpieces are that far off of just like large deluxe size anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for Unique Toys and this one to come out so I can see reviews. I think I like the Unique Toys better because they have the right forearms. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. It really bothers me and I don't know why.
When you're paying this much for something like this, I think you have earned the right to, dig into the little details in your decision making.
Matt, you're pre-ordering this, right? You already have it pre-ordered.
I don't even have words.
He's that excited.
I mean, this is another one where you can definitely say, like, I want to see the transformation on this because he does not have a whole lot of panels in robot mode that you can really say, like, oh, I see where all the truck parts go.
Have we seen the back of both this and the Unique Toys one, or
the back of this one? I don't remember seeing anything on the back. No, we have seen the back of Unique Toys.
So I think we've seen the back of both, and both seem pretty impressive. Like they have fairly accurate backs too, which is something that I wouldn't expect from the robot.
And yet they can't get the forearms right. Damn it!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean the back of this looks pretty nice. It even has a spot to hold the sword. There is a picture of it,
and the smokestacks look pretty accurate, right?
Smokestacks look good. Even the shield is pretty cool because the side pieces extend on it. To make it a little bit beefier of a shield. So yeah, I mean it definitely looks good. Now rumor is Alien Attack is just another branch of KFC / X-Transbots.
Oh really?
So yeah.
That's
I wonder if it's something that KFC ended up like picking up along the way, because Alien Attack has been a presence of a sort for a couple years, because they originally were soliciting for upgrade parts for the Dark of the Moon Wreckers toys.
Yeah,
which I don't know if those ever came out.
They did a Revenge of the Fallen Leader class Megatron cannon arm upgrade too, I think. I'm almost certain about that.
So I'm kind of wondering if the Alien Attack people ended up hooking up with KFC X-Transbots people in order to actually like have more of a mechanism to get their stuff made and released in a way that everybody can afford.
Have your people call my people.
Basically, yeah.
But
I hope
it's
the
weird
quality's
that
good.
Yeah. It's weird that we're starting to see so many movie masterpiece figures now. It's kind of like, well, we're done with G1. Let's move into movies.
No, it's not weird. They want money.
We're done with the springers. Let's move on.
And again, I was
movie
worried.
Masterpiece is probably more profitable than G1 Masterpiece at this point because of how many characters have been done, and because of how popular the movies are. Not necessarily within our little group, but in terms of selling to a broader audience, I think that movie Masterpiece is probably a pretty safe bet, at least for Hasbro and Takara.
How much of that broader audience will go out and buy the toys, though?
No,
Well,
that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
so-
Movie Masterpiece, the official, that shows up in stores so people can see that. That's different where Hasbro's getting it into stores. Third party, you do have a point there, but I still think that, there's enough people that go on the internet nonstop all the time. I think once you share it a bunch, you can find it. I don't
The
know.
other thing too, I brought this up when we talk about third party on RFC in an extended capacity. I still think a lot of the audience for third party is in like mainland China more than it is elsewhere in the world. And I think that's got a completely different market dynamic. We can't hold it to the same standards that we are familiar with and otherwise judged by.
And
so
they like
something like this is probably perfectly viable in that capacity.
That's very
Yeah,
true.
and I agree. And the price is right too. I mean, $100 for that size. I mean, it could have easily been 150.
Yeah.
And we could have justified
Or
that.
250 like Dinobot.
Yeah. Well, it's a third party, and it's going to be more because it's smaller production, and there's a lot of things we could have said if that was a higher price point, and we're still getting it at $100, which is
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Do we have a price on the unique toys one
It's
too?
not for
or
It's
now.
no?
yet.
120.
Oh,
Yeah, I
is
think
there?
I thought I saw something that it was slightly more expensive, but I thought I liked it enough that I thought I might still get it over the other one. Still waiting for reviews, but yeah,
And they can probably justify being slightly more expensive because they're an established brand with known quality,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
and they get forearms right. So
I could have touched on that myself. I figured you'd probably want to hit that last note.
I'll pay $20 for the right forearms.
Okay.
Good to know.
I'm gonna abdicate the. That's not where my money's going this week. I want Eric's quote right there to
Okay.
be the episode title. I'd pay $20 for the right
The
forearms.
right forearms.
What about the left forearms?
They don't matter as much. There's a shield to cover them.
You mean the correct forearms?
Yeah.
That's the joke.
All right. Next up, we have STC
There's 3 items in already.
yeah. STC-01A S.T.Commander jungle version. And if you want to talk about something being high priced, this is it at $185.
Whoa,
Oh, is
boy.
this the G.I. Joe style Optimus Prime thing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's kind of sad that the pictures of this I've seen so far, the most interesting thing about it was that it had a bunch of the Diaclone reboot stuff spread around it.
That's what I thought too. I was like, I thought that looked neat, and I was like, I don't care about the thing itself, but look at all those Diaclone figures on it. That's neat.
We're the worst collectors, man.
That is, yes.
I just don't get the face sculpt. The head is
They
just
didn't
my
either, apparently.
biggest
Yeah.
gripe on this thing. It just doesn't look good.
Who is this again? Who's making this?
TFC.
TFC toys,
TFC
apparently.
toys. So there's bound to be an
We
upgrade
should
kit for
answer
it.
some questions.
They already got the upgrade head in the works.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna judge by the overwhelming silence here that nobody is really on board with this.
Oh no.
Outside
I'd
of the
say
Icon
that's a
reboot
safe
accessories
bet.
that are not included.
Yeah, if it came with Diaclone figures, I'd be all for it.
I mean, I would buy just a box of $185 worth of Diaclone figures.
Yeah.
They can keep Optimus Prime.
I bought the Diaclone reboot, which is about that much. The first of the Dia battle.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not cheap.
No, but it's so good.
All right,
want
I
the-
gotta say,
I want the Dionauts and the little tiny exosuit things, though.
I
Those
know.
look
I
more
want an
fun.
exosuit
Yeah.
too.
I got an
I need to pick
exosuit.
up some more of those.
And I have to jump in on this since, I was going to talk about this anyway. I got the Diaclone Devastator, and he came with that little exosuit dude.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, really?
Yep.
Oh.
Very cool.
So I left the exosuit
So
upstairs.
that's a knockoff of DX9's Hulky in one of the Diaclone color schemes for people who don't know.
Is
Yeah,
it upscaled or is
the
it the same
other-
size?
Same size.
Okay.
I need the other half of that to be orange.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
what I
I
thought.
like it. It's just a little weird. I'm like, you should be all orange, but I understand why you're not. So
Well, either all orange or all yellow, basically.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there was two G2 Devastators, so I mean, either one as a solid thing would be valid. I
They
just
just
prefer
decided
the
to
orange,
compromise.
obviously.
They decided to compromise.
They couldn't pick, so they just, they King Solomon'd it.
and it comes with the Diaclone piece, and it comes with the little box that the Diaclone figure
Okay.
goes into.
Oh.
And they're actually they're knocking off the Diaclone figure that came out, so you'll be able to do the whole thing. And somehow the little mech figure fits inside that Diaclone figure, like it pegs in, and you use just the mech suit of the Diaclone figure.
That's not really clear at all. But I'm not going to press the issue.
Okay.
How much was that knockoff Hulky?
I think he was $40.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
And
at all.
it comes with the
not
little
at all.
Diaclone suit.
All right. Does the Diaclone suit come with the Dionaut too, or is there no pilot?
Yeah, it comes with the Dionaut pilot too.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty good.
That's a really good price for getting a Hulky and that. Especially
If the
that.
quality's there.
I
Well,
feel like
it's
there's
like
going to be some
this
Taobao
big.
links in the comment in the
Yeah.
chat.
Oh,
Well,
I've already told him his next Taobao trip to
Yes.
look for one for me.
I would be doing the same thing too, but I just unload a lot of money on Power of the Primes Deluxes, so
Yep.
I'm a little bit tapped at the moment.
Me too.
Are we going to talk about the Lost Exo Realm figure? You skipped past that.
Oh yeah, because it was so small. That's why.
That's
the
what she
fan-
said.
Fans Project LER-07 Pinchar, I guess.
Pinchar.
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 And yeah, that company that you thought was dead apparently is not dead.
I'm still
Not
not
yet.
so sure they're not.
Yeah.
It's just they're on life support, and every once in a while you get the little jump on the line. This was that little jump.
The blip.
Like, oh yeah, this figure's coming out.
And then they'll be gone.
Probably. They never even finished the Function X line.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
disappointing.
At one point, I would have agreed with you, but I kind of fell out of love with the Function X line even before Titan's Return became a thing. I think Code was really where they hit their high point, and everything else after that was just kind of a slow meandering decline.
Mhm.
So Matt, you were getting these Lost Exo Realm Dinobots, weren't you?
I was.
And no more.
So what
Yeah,
turned
I
you
mean-
off of that?
The 3-year wait with no news. I don't know. Maybe official Dinobots coming out that are much cheaper and easier to get. I don't know. Could be any number of things.
Yeah.
Dino botted out by now. I mean,
I actually
I'm
need to unload the other 4 that I have.
Now, is it because they don't combine? Is that the problem?
No,
Oh,
I
that could be
actually feel they
fixed.
have. I feel they have a leg up on the official version there.
Yeah.
Dinobots should never combine.
These ones don't even feel like they're combiner limbs. Like
That's
if
good.
you didn't, it would.
That's good because they will never. Mine will never be used as combiner limbs.
I'm still not even sure I'm going to buy Power of the Prime's Grimlock. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that. I like the War for Cybertron redeco that came out during Age of Extinction, the Target 2-pack.
Oh, the shiny one.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's not the best Grimlock toy, but it's really pretty, and I don't need the combining functionality so much. But yeah, I would definitely say that this Pinchar is probably too little too late for a lot of people now.
yeah, me too. And then what's not little too late, Mastermind Creations Ocular Max RMX 06 Furor.
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 Furor. These names.
Fragile.
Third party rumble.
Third party
Except
rumble.
it's frenzy.
I was good. Oh, you beat me to it.
Third party rumble slash frenzy. Because this is frenzy because he's blue. Rumble's red, right?
Correct.
I would actually give this to be Rumble because it's specifically colored like the cartoon, which erroneously called the blue one Rumble. But
Yeah.
since it is specifically cartoon oriented, I'm gonna just go with that. A real blue Rumble would have black parts, not purple. Or not. No, Frenzy has. The red one has black parts. The blue should be more blue, not purple.
Yeah.
Something in there is correct. Just pick and choose, and I'll get back to you with that later.
Now, something we can't see in the photos, but these are when we saw them at TFCon. They actually, if you put the pistons on them, they actually
Work.
piston. I guess I don't bounce.
They work. They're motorized.
Yeah.
Oh, they're motorized.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
It
looked
was
neat.
fun to
I saw
watch.
some videos of it.
And it just goes
As,
Oh, wait,
as pistons are wont to do.
here, Diecast, I'll put the camera on you. Can you do that again,
Yeah,
please?
yeah. Please do that again.
Thank you.
it's kind of
what
like
a
a
gif of
motorboat
that.
just with pistons.
Exactly. Yes.
But yeah, these are the $64.99 each. So if you want the set, it's gonna run you about $130.
And then these are the ones that turn into cassettes too big for Masterpiece Soundwave, right?
Yes.
Yo, yeah,
They
these
turn
are
into
new.
actual cassette tape size.
Yeah, they're
Eric,
1-to-1
you won't
scale.
know what that is.
I know what that is.
I'm just waiting for them to unveil their Soundwave that fits all these cassettes they're making, because
Yeah.
that has to be coming somewhere.
I would
How
not
big
doubt
would
that at all.
be?
Yeah.
Well, it really depends on how they control the volume of the cassette bay in the various modes. It doesn't necessarily have to be hugely bigger than the official Masterpiece Soundwave, but it just depends how they utilize the space.
Yeah.
They made it.
Then they could do an
functional. I
Autobot
would buy
version.
it.
Then they could do Autobot versions of the tapes and make a blaster that would be the size of that third party Omega Supreme.
or at least the size of Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming eventually they're going to start switching over to the Autobot side for these.
Probably. It was always a joke I had that if they ever did an official Masterpiece blaster, it would probably still be smaller than the G1 toy.
Yeah, probably.
Or at the very
has
least
to be
comparable.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
It's got to be coming with the tapes coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I imagine that's on the very short list of characters they're looking to do.
Or
Yeah.
they're just screwing with everybody. Here's
We
all the
should
tapes.
We should definitely write down our predictions or do a show about our predictions about the
Ooh.
next couple masterpieces and give like a timeline, like 1 year, 2 year.
We could
Before
cycle that
Tankathon.
into the end of year RFC episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do
Nice.
our end of year predictions anyway.
Although
I mean, we can make that one of the bullet points.
it might not be fair because I said something about Hasbro and Mattel on Wednesday, and 3 days later there was the news.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, like it's not in the article most people are reading about that, but apparently Mattel's like, wait, what?
That's what
Right.
happens every time this headline comes up. This headline
Well,
comes
yes,
up like every 6
because-
months.
Because Hasbro has an interest in acquiring Mattel's properties. Mattel doesn't necessarily have an interest in being acquired by Hasbro. Like, they may not really need them.
It doesn't matter. Disney will own them both in 5 years anyway because Disney ends up owning everything.
And then Amazon 2 years after that, when Amazon buys Disney.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
You want a
That'll make your
prediction?
head hurt.
Yeah. Well,
Then next up on the list we have EX-30 Cygnus.
get down
I
with
say
the
that right?
Cygnus.
Down with the Cygnus. And this is Iron Factory Legend Scale. Oh, this is my not Skyfire / Jetfire / movie Jetfire from Favors.
It combines with their Optimus Prime, but like not a 2-person combiner. It's like they swap parts. It's weird.
Optimus Prime just says, "Give me your parts," and that's what happens.
But he actually trades them. He's nice. He doesn't just take parts. He gives parts too, because he's a cool dude.
Yeah, but that Optimus Prime apparently came out a while ago, so you may not actually be able to get the Optimus Prime. And this is an Iron Factory piece, and it's $65.
They're doing a shattered glass colored version of that Optimus Prime soon too. So I mean, it's possible to get the mold. Also, I think they reissued it just a little bit ago with a RC or something. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
on that.
they're RC. Yes, I
So,
did see that.
So
But I think all those are gone.
Yeah, they
already.
are now. But I actually kind of want the shattered glass version that's coming out because it looks pretty neat.
I mean, I just can't see. I mean, Iron Factory size. I can't see spending $65 for this.
Well, I mean, that's around what Lord Scorpion was.
Yeah, and I didn't get that either.
Well, me either. It was too small. But if it had been just a little bit bigger, just where it was like noticeably bigger than a deluxe, I would have lived with it.
Yeah, definitely. That's one I think we all had on our radar, and then we saw how small it actually was, and we are like, never mind.
Why haven't we gotten upscale KO with that?
Because there's no justice in the world of KO's weight.
Nope.
Maybe
you
I'll
know what I
change
mean.
my mind if I see this next to things to see how big it is and see it in
Yeah.
color.
But don't you love Jetfire?
I do. I
did
love
that.
Skyfire more. But
You're not fooling anybody. We know you're going to buy it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. He's gonna buy it.
I mean, you gotta have
Coming soon to the box of Taobao.
some.
well, July
You're right.
2018, so I may be broke from Dinobot.
Yeah, pretty much anyone who buys
Wouldn't be
Dinobots is gonna
surprised.
broke from them.
Of course, if this is July of 2018, that's pretty far away. It could, end up being October or November of 2018. We could literally
Yeah, you
not
never
see
know.
this for a year.
Yeah, and plus, what's going to come out first? This or the Make Toys Cross Dimension Skyfire Jetfire?
Oh,
Because you're definitely,
that
I
I'm
know you're
definitely
getting that
getting.
one.
Oh,
that
what
I'm
about,
definitely
what about that
getting.
X2 Toys one?
that one's
Yeah,
coming out soon, isn't it?
It's out
Yeah.
already.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was
Yeah.
actually out.
I
thought it
did
was just
see
up
some.
for-
Yeah, I saw some
you
in-hand
getting it?
images of the box.
No,
I kind of want to get it.
I kind of want to see a review of it.
Vault Matrix just got one. I just saw him. He was posting pictures that the box is pretty big next to MP10.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what it
Well,
was.
I'm gonna have a review soon.
at least we'll be able to see his review of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times when I don't, when I do check out a review is like, I don't want to buy it. So I'll just watch a review and then it may sway me depending on how good it is.
Because you don't want to just decide you're not going to buy something and then not watch something to convince you to buy it. You don't want to just decide you don't want it. You want to be convinced that you
and
want to buy it.
save some
still.
money. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Even though he
I
doesn't
want
wanna
to be
buy it.
convinced.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I know I'm getting it, I don't watch reviews because I want to, review it on
Go
my
in
own.
fresh, yeah.
Yeah. So, wow, what is this? Spirits of the D.E.C. Decepticon. Oh no.
Well, it's supposed. It's the Iron Factor JD or DJD. So I don't know
DJ.
what their DEC is standing for.
Yeah,
Okay.
No idea.
Bought.
IFEX-34 Alkaid.
So this is either Tesserus or Helix. It's hard to keep them straight.
I don't have the link open. Which
It's the
is the
smelting
one with the
pool
big
one.
thresher?
Smelting
pool one. Helix.
Helix. Okay.
Yeah, he has 2 arms coming out of his lower stomach.
Yes, his 2 tiny arms. Yes.
Yeah.
But, that's to feed things into his smelting tummy.
Yep.
Are these arms okay for you, Eric? Are they acceptable?
Oh, they're accurate, so it's okay.
Are
Okay.
they the right forearms?
Yeah, they are. They are.
So this thing's worth at least $20, damn right now.
I'm buying all of the Iron Factory DJD.
Oh, you
so-
too?
Yeah.
This is $70.
Yeah. I didn't say I was happy I'm buying all the Iron Factory DJD.
Well-
Yeah, so we've got the next 4 items we have, including this, are the Iron Factory DJD. And we might as well just,
Talk
say up
about
front,
it.
it's a combiner.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the nail in
So-
the coffin.
Yeah,
It's a
that's-
combiner?
that's-
Yeah.
Yes, it turned
yeah.
into a
Yeah.
giant tarn. It's a
Ah.
giant tarn combiner.
Yes,
It's-
little Tarn becomes the torso of a giant Tarn.
Actually, I don't know if he does become the torso.
I think he does. I don't see anywhere
Well,
else
it
he could fit
becomes
into
some
it.
portion of.
I think he becomes like the head area, maybe not that much of the actual torso, but I don't know.
Yeah, because from the looks, what we've been, or what people have kind of figured from what we can tell, just from, I mean, all we have is great prototype. It looks like Tarn and the 2 big bots make up pretty much the entire figure, and then Voss makes
Voss
up the
becomes
gun
the gun.
Kaon fits in there somewhere.
somewhere.
I
Yeah.
bet maybe Kaon just goes on the back.
That's
what I'm
I
guessing.
think
They just, like,
I
pop
think
on
I
the
see
back.
one
like
of his little.
piggyback ride.
Yeah, it looks like he does kind of just clip on the
Kaon
back
becomes
Don't
the
get
seat
me.
of the pants.
That looks really cool.
Since Don's not here tonight, I'm sticking up
Yep.
for his philosophy.
there. Yeah, diecast. You gotta get these, man. Now here's
It
one thing.
looks really cool, but I don't know that I want to spend that much money.
Oh,
I know, right?
Oh, I don't, but I am.
yeah, I
Not-
definitely am.
Not when I'm already in, halfway in on the
Yeah.
Mastermind set of DJD figures.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense for Matt to do this, but for the rest of us,
No, I have to finish a set before I start another set.
right?
I just
getting-
bought
if
my
I'm
second
even going to
Voss.
start another set.
I
I'm doing
just-
both.
I just want the Mastermind Kaon because I want,
Electric chair.
Transformer scale electric chair, yeah. Which can also become like a exam table and other things. I've seen videos, it's fairly versatile in what you can do with it, and that appeals to me also, just besides the novelty of the primary alt mode.
Yeah.
You can have a pet
Um,
scorpion too, can he?
Yep.
Yeah.
So neat.
Yeah, there's a lot that can do. That's why I'm interested in that when I don't really care at all about the DJD anymore.
And robot with giant Tesla coils sticking off of his shoulders is just
Tesla coils. Okay, I was afraid of where that first syllable was leading to.
It's not Revenge of
be
the Fallen
devastating.
here. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not Revenge of the Fallen here.
Heinrad?
Now, one thing to keep in mind is that, yes, these all combine into a giant Tarn, but it's also going to be a giant Tarn that has different colors from Tarn. Because
Silence,
obviously
like,
all
enjoy
these
it.
guys are different colors. So, I'm sure it'll still look good, but it was just the thought I had after, because I was all in the moment I saw these. I was like, I've already pre-ordered them. My money is going here. So there's no question about that.
So I see EX-33 is a 2-pack. I assume Voss is part of the 2-pack.
Voss and Kaon, yeah.
Kaon
Yeah, it's
and
Voss and
Voss.
Kaon because they're the smaller ones.
That's a shame. I would almost like to get the Voss by itself because it would probably be pretty decently sized as a gun companion for classic size figures.
Well, come on,
Yeah.
you get a mini electric chair too. I mean,
That's true. I just don't know if I want to be $70 into a mini electric chair with my mini gun.
What a funny sentence to say. That's fantastic. But
This
honestly,
episode's been full of
Yeah.
funny sentences.
I think for the money for the 2 figures you're getting, I think it makes sense. But I want this so bad. I'm kind of biased to say that, but I think you'd be okay with
You
it.
want it so bad you can taste it?
There you go.
Drives you mad to see it wasted?
All right. On that note, make sure you check out RFC reviews on YouTube for Fans Toys Coot FT22, which is their masterpiece.
Cup.
Old
Cup.
guy cup. Yeah, mine. It's like 10 o'clock, so the brain
Okay,
just shuts
If you
off.
need help remembering that, just remember it's 2 girls, 1.
Yes. Yeah. And it's not like I filmed the review. I should know his name. But Yeah, check that out on YouTube.
One thing we do want to mention, though, Diecast, is we actually had someone use our "There Goes My Money" hashtag this recently.
Other than me, because I've been starting to use it too.
Yeah, I will be once some of these pre-orders start coming in. But
Looks there went my money.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
But Soy Rapido at Soy Rapido on Twitter, he got Slugslinger for retail on Amazon, and he says sometimes it pays to be up at 4 a.m. That's actually fun fact. That's how I got my Combiner Wars crap. The motorcycle.
Combiner Wars crap. Good.
Yeah, Combiner Wars crap. Yeah.
Most of Combiner Wars was so.
Groove.
Yeah, that's how I got my Combiner Wars Groove. I was like laying in bed, couldn't sleep, and someone on Twitter said it was
and when I got my my Robots in Disguise Twinferno, it was because I was awake at like 7 in the morning and just happened to think, well, maybe Toys R Us has gotten some more stock in since it's the beginning of the day, and they did, and it was out of stock 15 minutes later.
Nice.
So
yeah, please.
So that worked for me.
If you get anything, and go ahead and share with us the hashtag "There Goes My Money," and we'll feature it on the show because we're not the only ones who spend money on this stuff.
And if you're buying stuff from Amazon, don't forget to use our affiliate link, tfradio.net/Amazon, for all your purchases, not just toys.
And if you're old like Don, that's pound. There goes my money. If you don't understand, the hashtag and the pound are the same thing. But yeah, you can also, if you want to see what people are getting, just go into Twitter and look at hashtag There Goes My Money, and you'll see what people have been picking up recently.
Yeah, you can get jealous about it, or see some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you have a choice. You can get jealous, or you can get even and buy your own.
Yes.
If you can find them.
Yeah, just buy your own. Don't be jealous.
Okay, now I am going to hang up on them. Screw this.
That's where our money went this week. And please support the show by using the tfradio.net/Amazon link, and we'll see you next time.
Like there's an echo in here.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
This has been There Goes My Money.